And today is the biggest online giving event in Central Texas. We're going deep into the Amplify Austin event, a push to support nonprofits around the area. More than 750 groups and organizations are taking part. That's more than last year. The group I Live Here, I Give Here helps organize this annual event. And I sat down with the executive director who says nonprofits really need the help this year. And the executive director, Piper Nelson, joins us right now via Zoom. And big couple of days for you. Talk about the excitement going on.
We are really excited about Amplify Austin Day. So this is a 24-hour online giving event where we're hoping to raise $10 million for our nonprofit community.
$10 million is a big goal. Is it doable?
Let's hope so. We hit $10 million last year. We're hoping we can do the same, maybe more this year.
$10 million divided over how many different charities, how many different nonprofits?
So this year we have 755 nonprofits participating. Last year we had 731. I think the difference is that there is sort of greater insecurity for nonprofits this year. And we do a lot of great work with nonprofits throughout the year, but I think there's a heightened sense of the financial situation. And so people want to participate.
There's a lot of change going on federally, locally, statewide as well. How much does that really affect? Obviously, you talk to these nonprofits a lot. How much worry do they have right now?
There is a lot of uncertainty among the nonprofit community here in Central Texas, everywhere, honestly. But we feel it both at the federal level, the state level, the local level. And I think that because of that uncertainty, because people just don't know what the next year is really going to look like, people are more keen to raise funds in some of these unrestricted ways. Amplify Austin Day allows nonprofits to raise money that they can use for anything that they need.
As opposed to the rest of the year, what's the difference between Amplify Austin Days and the regular year?
So when we're talking about federal funding, state funding, local funding, one of the things that happens is that those funds are frequently for specific projects or programs. So that funding has to go specifically for that. The nonprofits during times of uncertainty have costs that come up. Maybe they have a pipe that bursts and they have to be able to pay for that. Maybe they have staff that is struggling and they need to pay for more mental health resources. Maybe they have extra cats in the shelter and they need to buy more blankets. But when they have unrestricted funds, they can really fill in the needs.
Obviously, the cost of living continues to go up. So for these workers that are at these nonprofits who are there for the right reason, because they love what they're doing, they need to have that extra income.
Yeah, we believe firmly that nonprofit employees are passionate, brilliant people for the most part that really deserve to make a great living wage. And we hope that a good part of Amplify Austin Day is going to ensure that those folks receive the salaries they deserve.
How can people give when they go on tomorrow? What can they do?
Thank you so much for asking. So we have amplifyatx.org. That's amplifyatx.org. Again, this is an online event. And one of the best things about that site is that it's very easy to navigate. My mom was just talking to me this morning about how she loves to go in there and basically shop for the nonprofits that she cares about. And so you can search through those 755 nonprofits by the county where they're located, by their cause category, anything from pets to civil rights to land conservation. And then you can also search in a number of other ways. So you can really think, what are the things that I most care about? How do I want to dip my toe into giving? Find those organizations, and even $5 makes a difference.
Let's search this morning on Habitat for Humanity. I love them. Big Brothers, Big Sisters. So many, obviously, different great charities right there. 700 of them. What if I can't decide? What if I say, I just can't decide? What do I do then?
So what's really lovely is that we, throughout the year, but particularly over the next 24 hours, are raising money for the Amplify Fund. This is money that's matching money. This is money that people give us, and then we give back to the nonprofits. So, for example, if you know that you love the organizations that are working in the disability services area, then you can make a gift to the Amplify Fund for that area, and it will get evenly distributed among those organizations. I have a 12-year-old son, and one of the things that he does for his community service is raise money, and he raises money for the Amplify Fund because he loves the fact that he can give money to that fund and it gets dispersed right back to all of the nonprofits in Central Texas.
How long have you been doing this for? Has the organization been doing this for?
So I Live Here, I Give Here is the nonprofit that puts on Amplify Austin Day. And we started in 2007, really with the goal of building generosity in Central Texas, getting people to give back. But Amplify Austin Day started in 2012. So this is our 13th year of doing it. Since then, we've raised over $112 million for the Central Texas nonprofit community.
It's incredible.
I know.
What is the reaction when you hear from these nonprofits? And a game changer for a lot of them, I'm sure.
It really is. And what's amazing is that we have nonprofits that are really small and we have really big nonprofits, right? Some of those smaller ones, about 22% of them actually don't have any staff. They are completely volunteer led, just passionate people who are saving pets or cleaning their park or whatever it is, right? So that percentage of the nonprofits in particular, this can frequently be the funding that they raise for their entire year, right? This is imperative to them. Other nonprofits use this day as a day to raise money for a specific program. For example, the Bat Conservation, they raise money on this day to hire full-time staff for the pupping season, so when the baby bats are being born. Other nonprofits like Via Hope have used this as a way to sort of bridge funding gaps. And other nonprofits like the Austin Parks Foundation do really cool things where the Austin Parks Foundation will match the funds raised by your local park on Amplify Austin Day. So people use it in any way that they like.
There are obviously several more charities this year than there were last year, but more than 700 total. For next year, how can charities who are watching right now become a part of Amplify Austin?
So we're actually right after Amplify Austin Day this year. We, throughout the year, provide programming to nonprofits, fundraising training, marketing training, meetups. We're talking a lot about federal funding right now, right? And so if a nonprofit wants to get involved in some of those training and that networking work, they can join us at a very prorated cost after Amplify Austin Day. As for joining Amplify Austin Day for next year, we open enrollment in October, and we would love to have every and all nonprofits that would like to participate starting in October.
What is it going to take to raise that $10 million? The people that are watching right now.
So it's going to take all of us giving $5. It's going to take every single one of us saying, what do I care about? What is going on in the world that I need to step up this year and give even $5, $10, $10,000, whatever you want to give. But really, it's going to take each of us. The other thing that we really look at is the number of people giving. Every year, it's around 30,000 people. We would love to see that higher this year. We would love to see that this year the community says, there's a lot in the world I cannot control, but I can give back to my community, and I'm going to do it this year on Amplify Austin Day. So that's kind of our dream. The way that the world is right now, I think that it's very easy to feel like you are isolated, like you are not a part of a community. And on this day, what we want is people to just get involved. Whether you are donating $5, whether you're finding an organization that you want to volunteer an hour of your time to, whether you're sharing a nonprofit social post, what we're saying is we just want people to give back. We want you to be a part of this community, because when you're a part of the community, not only does it make you feel better, but frankly, what we can do together is so much more incredible than what we can do individually.